Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Brenda. I'm going to be guiding you through a nice deep stretch today. And this evening, I thought we'd focus on our heart chakra, opening it up. As a lot of us are home, working from home, actually, whether you're working from home or not, we tend to have our slouched shoulders sitting at our desks, whether we're on the computer or even eating. Even driving, we're always in this hunched position. So it's always nice to step back through the shoulders and open up through your heart center, open up through the lungs. So we're going to take some focus on that this evening. So we'll give it a minute or two for everyone to arrive on their mats. I'm going to suggest you have a block or two if you have that available with you at home. If not, a book or maybe a blanket that you can roll up with help. Or a strap even. These things are not necessary to use. It's just nice to have them handy if you do tend to need it. Because every day our body does feel different while we do our practice. So some days you may need a block and some days you may not. So we'll give it about another 30 seconds or so, allowing everyone to arrive on their mat. So just get nice and comfortable. We're going to begin in the easy pose. Sitting cross-legged. If your hips do feel open, you have the choice of doing half lotus or full lotus, but they're not quite warm yet. Well, mine aren't anyway, so I'm just going to go for the easy pose. That's where we'll begin our practice. And then as you're ready, just removing whatever needs to be removed from those sit bones, just so you can feel the earth beneath you, spreading through those toes, allowing the back of the hands to come over the knees or the thighs, and just gently draw those elbows in towards the ribs. Lengthen it through the spine. Gently tuck that chin in, feel that spine lengthen a little bit more as you allow that crown chakra to shine towards the sky. Gentle squeeze of the blades, drawing them towards one another and then down the back. Feeling your heart shine towards the front of the room. Just closing your eyes here, taking a few moments to arrive to your practice, connecting with your breath. That deep inhale and nice long exhale through your nose. We're going to take a couple minutes here and just allow yourself, give yourself permission to arrive. Feeling the belly move with each and every inhale. Feeling the belly button draw towards the spine with each and every exhale. Allow that tongue to rest in the bed of the mouth, the jaw to be soft, your cheeks, your nose, your eyes. Let those lines in the forehead just dissolve as you exhale. We're going to allow all of the day's activities to be removed from your thoughts. We're not going to think about what you need to do after your practice. All you need to think about is that breath right now. Inhaling and exhaling. Trying to stay in the moment, the now. That's where it's all happening. couple more cycles of breath, completing those inhales and exhales. Try not to rush it. Try not to cheat yourself. And then on your next inhale, the arms are going to rise towards the sky. Bring those palms together. Maybe your gaze connects with those hands. And exhale that prayer right down in front of your heart. Gently touch the thumbs against the heart. Take a quick little bow. And then the palms are going to come down in front of you, and you're going to push yourselves up into a nice forward fold. So keeping the big toes to connect, so your heels are slightly apart. Bend those knees as much as you need to. It might be the first one of the day. As you inhale, bring the hands just below those knees. Lengthen it through the spine. Keep the gaze down so your spine is long. You're reaching that tailbone back and the crown in front of you. Lengthening, creating space, drawing navel towards it. Rolling those shoulders back and down. Taking one more deep inhale here as you exhale, forward fold. We're going to hang out here for a few breaths, so get nice and comfortable. If you feel like you need to lengthen at the spine again, take a deep inhale. Just come up onto those fingertips. Reach your heart forward. And then as you exhale, feel the hinge from your hips as you fold yourselves in half. Allowing the back of the heart to shine now towards the sky. Softening through the neck. Bringing your gaze just between those legs, below those knees. Just checking in to see what sensations you're feeling behind those legs. Send that inhale there. And as you exhale, choose to let it go. Inhale, come up into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms are going to reach for the sky. Connect those palms. Exhale the hands into prayer right in front of your heart. Right away, deep inhale, reach for the sky. As you exhale, cactus, arms open up your heart. Inhale, reach, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, open the heart. Be mindful of your lower back. Inhale. Exhale, open the heart and just hold it there. As you hold it, feel the connection of the bottom of your feet to the earth. Activate those legs. Activate that core. Protect that lower back. Deep inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take a breath here. Complete that exhale. And then as you inhale, hands are going to come up onto those hips. Leading with the heart. So we're coming all the way up. Bringing your head over the heart. Heart over the pelvis. Dropping the hands down by your side, palms are facing forward, connecting into your mountain pose. You have the option of closing your eyes here, connecting with the earth beneath those feet, activating those legs. Those thigh muscles are going to gently turn inwards, that tailbone is going to gently tuck in, that navel is going to draw towards the spine. The shoulders are going to reach away from the ears. The blades are going to go towards one another and then down the back. Again, feel your heart shine. Chin is parallel to the earth. Gaze is softer, those eyelids are closed. Such a simple pose, but so much is happening. You're strengthening your ankles, your calves, your thighs, your lower back. Amazing for your posture. Great for your mind as you focus on that breath. So stay present. Don't allow that mind to take you anywhere else but that inhale and exhale through your nose. Couple more cycles here in our mountain pose. Maybe the exhale is even longer than the inhale. And on your next inhale, arms are going to rise. Exhale, those arms behind you, interlace those fingers. Inhale, reach those knuckles down. Take your time here. Open up to the heart, gaze up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, hinge it down. Keeping those hands on your lower back or extending them up towards the sky. Always taking each asana, each pose, anywhere you go in your practice to your degree. Always being patient with your body, being grateful for what it is doing for you right now. Never comparing yourself to what you did yesterday, last week. You are exactly where you need. We're going to do one more cycle of breath here. Take your time. And as you inhale, root to rise. Arms are going to come all the way up. Connect those palms. Exhale, the hands to prayer in front of your heart. Right away, deep inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, fold. We're going to plant our palms and step it back into a downward facing dog. Just for a couple of breaths here so we can enjoy the stretch in the back side of the body. So as you are here, most of you are probably very, very familiar with this downward facing dog. It's such a basic pose. But just always check in. So check in with those fingers. Make sure they're beautifully spread. Make sure the arms are nice and soft, but those elbows are nice and arms are nice and long, but your elbows are nice and soft. And as you inhale, you're reaching that tailbone up towards the sky. As you exhale, those heels are reaching down towards your mat. They don't need to touch, they're just going in that direction. Let's bring your big toes to touch. Take a deep inhale. Come up onto those toes. And as you exhale, both feet are going to fall over towards the left side. You're still pushing equal weight into both hands. Allow the neck to be soft. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling over towards the opposite side. Pushing into both hands. Feeling that space in the left side of the ribs that you're creating right now. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, those heels down. We're going to bend into that left knee and gently push that right heel down into your mat. Feel that stretch in that right calf. And then switch, bending that right knee, gently pushing that left heel down into the mat. And from here, dropping both knees, spreading your knees as wide as your mat. Tailbone reaches down towards your heels. Arms are going to walk overhead. I'm going to give you a few options here. You can keep those arms nice and long. You can connect those palms, bend at the elbows, and bring that prayer overhead. Or if you wish, one ear can connect to your mat as you slide both hands in between the legs, reaching for those feet. So find what suits you. It's all just a different stretch in the shoulder. What do you need today? Make yourself nice and comfortable there. Connect with your breath in your child's pose. If you have those arms in between the legs, don't forget to balance out the stretch in the neck, just shifting over to the opposite ear. Keeping those facial muscles nice and soft, breathing into the back of the heart. A great opportunity to maybe come up with a mantra of your choice for that heart chakra. Be anything you decide. I'm worthy. I'm at peace. Whatever suits you. Couple more cycles in your child's pose. Don't rush it. And then as you are ready, as you inhale, bring those knees to connect. Walk those hands in if they're away from the body. Find your tabletop, curl those toes under, and we're gonna sit back onto those heels. So as you sit back onto the heels, I always like to just shift that flesh from the calf away to the side, just so my legs can sit nice and comfortably. Maybe spreading my toes, allowing each and every toe to touch the mat. Get nice and comfortable there. Know that the more weight you shift towards your heels, the deeper the stretch you'll feel underneath those feet. This is a great one for anyone with plantar fasciitis. The hands can come into prayer here. Take a deep inhale, reach for the sky. As you exhale, extending those arms out in front of you. Left hand is going to gently push back, pull back rather, on those right fingers. Stretching out the inside of that right wrist. And we're just going to switch, bringing those right fingers down towards the mat. Continuing to pull those fingers towards the body. Stay focused, stay with your breath. Those feet may be talking to you now. Just breathe. Just a few more breaths here. Let's stretch out that left wrist. Gently pull those left fingers back. This is going to create a whole lot of circulation towards the ankles and the toes. Oh, the toes are going to release so much tension. Let's flip those left fingertips down towards the mat and pull them towards the body. Be gentle. Have kindness for yourself. Same kindness and compassion that you show towards anyone else. It's always nice to show it towards yourself. As you inhale, reach for the sky. As you exhale, hands into prayer right in front of your heart. We're going to drop those hands down. Undo those feet. Take a walk back. Let's stretch the tops of the feet now. The tops of the ankles. Keeping those fingerprints on your mat, facing those toes. Yogi's choice here, you can keep the hands down on the mat, or if you want to come into a little bit of a balance here, just for a couple of breaths, you can bring the hands into prayer right in front of your heart. Holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everyone release, come back into that tabletop. Right away, right leg is going to extend back. Just at about hip height, dial those toes down. We want those hips nice and square. Keep gazing down towards your mat because we want that spine long. Take a deep inhale, reach with that right heel. As you exhale, knee to nose. Push the back of the heart towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, deep inhale, find that length. As you exhale, right knee is going to come over to the outside of that left one, and we're going to walk it back. Take your time. Here, if you need to grab your block, your blanket, your book, whatever you need. If you have sensitive knees, you can sit up on that or get nice and comfortable on your mat. You may need to adjust your feet, so wiggle as needed, and then just spread those toes, flex those feet, find your long spine. So now your left knee is on top of your right one. Take a deep inhale, reach for the sky. As you exhale, extend those arms. Right hand wraps underneath that left one. You can connect the back of the hands or your palms, your choice. As you inhale, elbows to chin level. As you exhale, hands away from your face. Bringing your attention to the blades. Feel them open up, create space. Once again, connecting to the back of the heart. You can close your eyes here. You can come back to the mantra if you decided on one for your practice. Allowing you to stay in the present moment. That's a great way to stay present, a great way to have the mind not distract you and take you away from what's happening. On your next inhale, reach those fingertips up towards the sky. Find a sweet little back bend, a nice one that's going to serve you just right now. And then as you exhale, come back to center. Undo those arms, plant them down, walk it back into your tabletop. We're going to extend that right leg back nice and long again. And then release that right knee beside that left one. 3 rounds of cat and cow here. So toes can be curled under or tops of the feet on your mat, your choice. Just start in a nice neutral position. Take a deep inhale, reach your belly button down, tailbone up. Maybe you gaze on up. As you exhale, round to that upper back. Chin to chest, push the earth away with those hands. Deep inhale. Open your heart, let it shine towards the sky. As you exhale, the back of the heart now is shining towards the sky. One more round. Coming back into your neutral table. Right away, left leg reaches back. Dialing those toes down, squaring off those hips, finding the length in your spine. Just take note of your rest. Are you dumping any weight on your rest? If you feel like you are, push the earth away with those hands. Feel the length of your arms, but the softness of those elbows. Take a deep inhale, push into that left heel. As you exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. This time, exhale, left knee to the outside of that right one. Take your walk back. Grab whatever you need to grab. If you need to sit upon something or just make yourself nice and comfortable on your mat. Adjust your feet as needed. When you find your spot, just reroute your sit bones. Find length in your spine. Essentially, you want to stack all of your chakras from your root all the way up to the crown of your head. When you feel that length, take a deep inhale, reach for the sky. As you exhale, arms out in front of you. Left arm underneath the right one, wrap them. Connect the back of the hands or your palms, and as you inhale, elbows to chin level. As you exhale, hands away from the face. Bringing your awareness to the back of the heart. Keep drawing the navel to spine very gently here, softening through the face. Never any tension. The less tension you have, the more you receive. And the deeper and longer your breath, the more tension you'll be able to let go. Just give yourself the permission to let it go. One more cycle of breath. On your inhale, reach those fingertips up towards the sky. Come into your sweet back bend. Exhale those elbows back down. Undo those arms. Extend them nice and long and reach for the sky as you inhale. Exhale the hands right back down in front of your heart. Connect those palms down. Walk back into that tabletop. Lengthen at that left leg mindfully. And then connect knee beside that right one. And from here, we're just going to take some rotations at the hip. Make drawing circles with your hips. So moving the body forward, out to the side, and back. Nice big circles here. Really feel what is going on with your hips as you gently, as you gracefully create these circles. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. Coming back into that neutral table. From here, we're going to walk those hands back. Stand up on those knees. So hips are going to be directly over those knees. The heart is going to be stacked over that pelvis, and the head is going to be stacked over that heart. Shoulders are drawing back. Take a deep inhale, reach for the sky. As you exhale, swim those hands behind you and connect the palms to the lower back. I like to have my fingertips facing up towards the sky, but if that's too uncomfortable for you, down towards the earth is perfectly fine. Just get nice and comfortable there. Draw those elbows in towards one another. If you want a little stability, you can curl those toes under. From here, as you inhale, the palms are going to gently push into that lower back. You're going to feel your heart beginning to shine towards the sky. Take this camel to your degree. Here's where your blocks might come in handy. You can place one on either side if you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, but not quite down to the heels. So by placing a block on either side of you, you can bring the floor a little bit closer to you. So that's an option. If you feel like you could come a little bit deeper, bringing the hands down towards the heels. Allowing your heart to shine towards the sky. Maybe you gaze on up, always checking in with your neck. With every inhale, gently push into that lower back, push into your hips. And with every exhale, open up the heart a little bit more. One more cycle of breath wherever you are in your camel. And then on your next inhale, everyone, hands on your lower back as you come on up very carefully. And then bring the heart, bring the chest down towards your thighs. Connect the third eye to your mat. Arms down by your side. As you allow shell to round the spine. Feel that belly gently push into the thighs as you inhale and release as you exhale. One more cycle of breath. As you inhale, slowly coming all the way up, stacking the head over the heart. Walking those hands out in front of you, coming into your tabletop. And then continuing with those hands, keeping the hips over those knees. Let's find our puppy dog pose and melt the heart down. Just a nice transition as we make our way into our Sphinx pose and shine your heart forward. So just take a look down, make sure the forearms are parallel to one another, your fingers are beautifully spread, spread those toes just as well. Gently push those toenails into the earth. And inhale, push those forearms down, exhale, draw those elbows in. Feel the heart shining more. Allow your heart to open, don't resist it. Experience it. Let whatever needs to happen, happen. While you open up your heart, this is where you might feel a lot of emotion surface up. Whatever it is, just acknowledge, don't ignore. Know that it needs your attention. And also know that it will pass. It's not permanent. On your next exhale, lower the forehead down towards the mat. Curl your toes under, bring your hands beside the chest. Take a deep inhale, push yourself up into a plank position. I know, not a deep stretch, but just for breath. Take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. From here, just walk it out. Drop your head, keep the gaze towards the legs. Bringing your big toes to touch. Inhale that right leg up towards the sky. You're going to bend the knee and stack that right hip over that left one. Pushing equal weight to both hands. Grounding down through that left foot. Squaring off your hips, dropping that right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Bending the knee, stacking left hip over that right one. Gazing underneath that left armpit, pushing equal weight to both hands, not squeezing the mat with those right toes, breathing. Squaring those hips off. Releasing that foot down, walk it out. We're going to drop the knees, cross at the ankles, come back into that easy pose. Bringing your toes to touch the front edge of your mat. We're going to make our way down onto our backs. Take a deep inhale, reach those arms forward as you exhale very gracefully. Belly button's drawing towards the spine. It's protecting that lower back as you come on down. And once that spine has connected, gently draw those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, a hug. Show yourself some love. Maybe rock from side to side, massage out that lower back. And from here, we're going to come into fish pose. I always like to do supported fish, so you're going to have the option of taking a block while keeping those knees bent. If you're doing supported fish, just inhale, reach those hips up towards the sky, and just slide that block underneath your sit bones towards your lower back. So the top edge of the block will be just at about hip level. You'll find your spot. Actually, sorry, my mistake. The top edge of the block should be at your lower ribs, allowing the tailbone to reach down towards your mat. This will allow the heart to shine even more. And if this is too much for you, you can just simply remove that block, extend those legs out in front of you, slide those hands underneath your sit bones, so palms are face down. Walk those elbows in towards one another and come into traditional fish. So as you inhale, push those forearms into your mat, pointing the toes away from the body. And then as you exhale, you're going to gently draw a line on the ceiling with the tip of your nose. Not allowing the neck to come all the way back. You want to protect that cervical spine. So find that sweet spot where you'll be nice and comfortable. Opening up through the heart. This is always an option, or you can use that block as your support to come into supported fish. If you're in supported fish, it should feel really good. This is a pose that you can essentially stay in for me personally like 20 minutes. If it feels good, you can bring the bottoms of the feet to connect, open up the knees if you're in supported fish. Arms are out to the sides, away from the body. You can have them in T, you can have them in cactus. If you're not in supported fish, I suggest you try it. You can even use it with a rolled blanket. This allows the heart to shine even more. Allows the shoulders to drop towards the back, allowing the collarbone to spread. We're going to enjoy about 5 nice long deep breaths here. So again, maybe that mantra comes to mind. Could be just the thought of your inhale and exhale. Feel yourself melting towards the earth with every exhale as you open up through the heart center. As you allow yourself to not only give love, but to receive it as well. One more cycle of breath. If you have the bottoms of the feet connected, just bring the bottoms of the feet, the soles of the feet to your mat, about hip distance apart. As you inhale, push the feet into the earth. Lift those hips, slide that block or blanket or book, whatever you have underneath, and then release your hips back down. Everybody squeeze those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice rock. Actually, let's bring our palms to our knees and create that infinity sign. Draw the infinity sign with those knees on your ceiling. And then let's go in the opposite direction. Taking note if one side needs a little more love than the other side. Perhaps going a little slower on that side. Always checking in. Always being mindful, being aware of what your body is telling you, what it needs right now. Don't ignore it. Coming back to center. Squeezing those knees in. Dropping those feet down towards the mat. We're going to come into our bridge pose. So bring your fingertips to graze the back of the heels. Gently draw those knees towards one another, or if you want to activate those thighs, you can take that block and just gently squeeze it in, activating those thighs. That's the muscles that we need to work. As you inhale, push those feet into your mat, allow those hips to rise. And then as you exhale, lower that spine back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Take a deep inhale, allowing the hips to rise a little bit higher each and every time. Lower the spine. Inhale, let it rise. Don't squeeze the mat with those toes. Exhale, lower it down. One more time, deep inhale. We're going to hold it there. Keeping those palms facing down on your mat, or if you want to deepen your bridge, interlace those fingers. Try to go for the opposite way. So whatever way you get into it naturally, undo and go for the opposite way. Walk those elbows in towards one another. Roll those shoulders down the back. Open up through the heart. Take a deep inhale. Push into the soles of your feet. If it feels good to lift those toes, go for it. Squeeze that block or just squeeze those knees towards one another. Enjoy the stretch in the shoulders. Enjoy the openness of the heart. Send that breath down deep into the lungs. Take that beautiful deep inhale. And allow that exhale to let whatever needs to be released go. On your next inhale, slowly undo your arms, lower the spine. Remove your block, draw those knees in towards your chest. This time, palms covers those kneecaps as we draw circles with those kneecaps. Once again, checking in. Maybe the left side needs more attention than the right, or vice versa. Let's reverse the direction. Breath is still long, you're never holding your breath. Always letting that energy, that chi flow within the body. Don't allow it to become stagnant, don't allow it to become stuck. Coming back to center. We're going to cross right ankle over left one, hands behind the thighs. Rock and roll on that spine. I'm going to suggest 3, but whatever you need. And then we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Yes, the third one of your practice. Opening up through the back side of the body. See how different this one feels than the first one that you did. Walking it out, shifting your hips. Do whatever you need to do. Just do this down dog mindfully. Maybe the eyes of the elbows turn in so they're facing towards the front edge of your mat. One more deep inhale, reach that tailbone up. As you exhale, reach those heels down and just slightly away from one another. The thigh muscles are drawing in towards one another. The heels are drawing away from each other. Bringing your big toes to touch, right leg is going to extend up nice and long. Once again, bend into that knee, stack that right hip over the left one. Inhale, push equal weight into both hands. Release the tension in those left toes. From here, if you wish, flip that dog. We're going to stay up on those right toes and extend through that left leg. Find the outside of that foot and reach the right arm overhead. Open up your heart. Maybe gazing towards those right fingertips and smiling. Take a deep inhale as you smile and then exhale. Gently come back into that three-legged dog. Right leg is going to reach forward. We're coming into a nice low lunge. So let's drop that back knee. So left knee is down on the mat. Shift that weight forward, away from that kneecap, and stack that right knee over that ankle. Take a deep inhale, reach for the sky. As you exhale, open up your heart. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, open it up. One more time, deep inhale, reach. Exhale, open it up. Hands are going to come into prayer. Inhale, find to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, let's enjoy a little twist here, a little rinse. As that left elbow comes to the outside of that right thigh. See if you can bring that left armpit as close as you can towards the outside of that thigh. And then inhale, push those palms towards one another. You'll feel that prayer come closer towards your heart. Feel length in your spine. Maybe you gaze up. If anyone's feeling that they need a little extra power, you have the choice of allowing that left knee to lift off of the mat. But as this is a deep stretch, you can just relax that knee down. So your choice. One more deep inhale here. As you exhale, allow that right arm to swim back behind you and connect with that left leg as that right arm reaches up towards the sky. Reach that left shoulder back. Open up your heart towards that beautiful sunshine. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, both hands to the inside of that right foot. Hold it there. Get nice and comfortable. Maybe you need to lengthen out your legs even more, deepening through your lunge. Keep drawing right knee into that right shoulder. This is where your block, book, or blanket could come into handy. You can come down a little closer onto your forearms on a block, or maybe all the way down towards the mat. You check in, see what you need right now. Always nice to release a little something from those hips. We all know a lot of stuff just likes to go in there and get stuck. If you're on your forearms, everyone come back onto the palms. From here, we're going to heel toe that right foot out to the outer edge of your mat. Find a nice 45-degree with that foot. And then as you inhale, you're going to come onto the outside of that foot, allowing that right knee to open. Right palm can gently push into the inside of that right knee. And for those of you that want to take this a little bit further, you can bend into that left knee. Bring that right hand back behind you. See if you can grab a hold of the outside of that foot. So the thumb is going to face the toes. And then take a deep inhale. Draw that left heel towards your sit bones. Allow your heart to shine once again. Take a deep inhale wherever you are, and then as you exhale, gracefully come back down. Walk that right foot in. You're going to curl your back toes under to those left toes, and then push it up into a three-legged dog. Bend that knee, stack that right hip over the left one. Once again, we're going to flip our dog. Your choice, feet can be parallel to one another, or you can find your wild thing once again. You decide what is going to suit you today. Take a deep inhale. Reach for the sky with those hips. As you exhale, come back into that three-legged dog. Inhale, lift that leg. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Walk it out. Let's bring those big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knees, stack your hips. Take a deep inhale here, and then as you exhale, flip that dog. Find your wild thing. Let's extend that right leg. Stay up on those left toes so you're on the outside of that right foot. You're reaching back with that left arm. Maybe connecting gaze to fingertips. Take a deep inhale. Don't forget to smile. And then as you exhale, come back into that three-legged dog. Inhale, lengthen out that left leg. Exhale, step it through. Find your lunge. So connect with your lunge. Remember, you always have the option to add a little cushion to that knee if needed by rolling the side edges of your mat up. Once that knee is comfortable, get into your alignment. Left knee over ankle. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, squeeze those blades, cactus arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze, open up your heart, let it shine. Connect your forearms, connect the palms. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take your twist on this side. Let's enjoy a little rinse here. As you inhale, you're going to push those palms towards one another. Feel that prayer. Come a little closer towards your heart. Let that left elbow shine towards the sky. And just like the last time, if anyone needs a little power, you have the option of allowing that right knee to lift off of your mat. Wherever you are, inner thighs are working towards one another. If you have that knee lifted, just gently drop it back down, and that left arm, as you inhale, is going to come on back behind you. Connect with that leg. Right arm is going to reach on up, palms facing up, right shoulders opening up, allowing the heart to shine. Breathe into those lungs. Exhale, windmill those hands down. Connect with that lunge again. Maybe you need to make it a little bit longer. Feel the length of your spine. Feel those hips sink with each exhale. Spreading through those toes. No tension in the face. The focus is on that breath. Bringing this to your degree, so if you feel like you need to come a little bit deeper, find your degree. Listen to your body. If you're on your forearms, come onto those palms. We're going to heel toe left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Find that 45-degree angle. And then as you inhale, open up that knee as you come to the outside of that foot. Left palm to the inside of that left knee. Open it up to your degree. Let your heart shine. From here, if you wish, bend into that right leg, grab the outside of that foot. Keep reaching, left shoulder back, pull that right heel in towards your sit bone. Try not to put any weight on that right wrist so you're very aware of where your weight is going. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. And then on your next inhale, everyone, left hand down, heel toe that left foot in. Curl those right toes under, back into that three-legged dog. Bend that knee, stack your hips, left one over that right one. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, flip your dog. Keep those feet parallel or come into your wild thing. Take a deep inhale wherever you are as you exhale. Come back into that three-legged dog. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left foot meets the right. Downward facing dog. We're going to take baby steps all the way up towards the hands, towards the front edge of your mat. Allowing the toes to connect to the front edge of your mat. Big toes are connected, heels are slightly apart. The neck is nice and long. Take a deep inhale, find your halfway lift, that same one that we did earlier. Exhale, forward fold. I want you to feel if this feels any different, any looser, any better. Just notice it. And then as you're ready, bending the knees, coming down into a seated position. Again, bringing the arms out in front of you, extending them nice and long. Take a deep inhale, find your length, and then as you exhale, very slowly, very gracefully, lower down onto your spine. Once that spine has connected, you're going to gently squeeze those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a beautiful hug. Bringing the arms out into T position, allowing the knees to fall over towards the right. Coming into a nice, beautiful twist, rinsing at the spine. Allowing the organs to release any toxins here as well. All you need to do is breathe, stay present, stay focused, and keep both shoulders grounded. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale over towards the opposite side. Allowing that right shoulder to stay exactly where it is. If you feel it lifting at all, just back up in the twist. You don't need to touch the mat beside you, the floor beside you. Once you're feeling that twist, it's exactly where you need to be. Inhaling, coming back to center. Squeezing those knees in. Extending those legs up towards the ceiling. Flexing your feet, spreading those toes. Let's bring the arms down by the sides, palms faced up, about a foot away from the body. Soften through your shoulders. Gently push those blades into your mat. Feel your heart open up even more. Inhale, push into those heels. As you exhale, we're going to lower down very slowly. Take your time, don't rush as you make your way into your well-deserved Shavasana. And once those heels have connected to your mat, you can then spread those legs as wide as you wish. Or you can bring the bottoms of the feet to connect if you wish to come into reclined butterfly. You can keep the soles of the feet connected to the earth, about a hip distance apart. Whatever suits you. Find your sweet spot and And just give yourself permission to just surrender. Which, by the way, is a very positive thing to do in yoga. Surrendering always usually is viewed as a negative thing. As you practice, it's very positive. So let yourself surrender. Let go of the resistance. Let go of the thoughts. Don't let them creep in just yet. Your practice is not over. Every day we experience a magical twilight between our dreaming and waking states. During this brief period of time, our minds still remember that all things are possible. We can smoothly transition into the physical world without losing a sense of hope when we first check in with our heart center before we even get out of bed. Our heart center is the link between body and spirit, instinct and inspiration. It does not take long to hold a thought of loving gratitude for that which beats within us. In a mere moment, we can review all we want to accomplish in the light of love. When we get into the habit of beginning our day from the heart, all of our activities glow with the infusion of conscious intent, and all interactions occur with compassion. We can restart our day right now by imagining how love and inspiration feel as light glows from our heart, radiating out through our bodies into the space around us. Any feelings of stress or frustration seem to melt away. Now we see each person we encounter as a fellow traveler along the journey of life, and every activity becomes part of a spiritual partnership. As conscious participants in the cycle of giving and receiving, we share our light with each other as we become ourselves, with our heart leading the way. In the intersection where the body and soul meet, our heart beats in time with the rhythm of the universe. It does that physical work of supplying our body with life force without our intention. But for its spiritual work, we need to be conscious. When we concentrate on its rhythm and glowing light, we remember that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Then we know that we can choose any time to check in with our heart center, and in doing so, experience the joy of being in love with life. Just allow for a few more moments. Allow your practice to just do what it needs to do, move its way to the space within. So if you feel like you are ready to end your practice, remember you have the option of staying exactly where you are for as long as you need. You are in the comfort of your home, so take advantage. If you feel like you're ready to end your practice on your mat, you can begin to wiggle the toes, the fingers, maybe gently rocking the head from side to side, bringing it all back to center. Inhaling those knees in towards your chest, wrapping those arms around the shin. Maybe the forehead comes to meet those knees as you curl up into a nice little ball and show yourself some love, some gratitude, some kindness. And then as you're ready, rock and roll, massage out your spine, make your way up into your easy pose, your half lotus, full lotus, whatever suits you. Just connect your sit bones down into your mat, lengthen out through your spine, drop your shoulders, back of the hands over the knees, just like we did earlier, drawing those elbows in, allowing the tongue to rest in the bed of the mouth once again. As you inhale, the arms are going to rise, gaze to follow, even if you have those eyes closed. Exhale the hands in prayer right down to your heart. Let's do that 2 more times. Open up your heart as you come on up. Exhale that prayer down 1 more time. Let it shine. Connect your palms. Exhale that prayer right down into your heart. As always, such a pleasure. Thank you all for joining me and sharing your practice with me. Have a wonderful long weekend. Namaste.